Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to make a video about one of the things that can distract us once we reach a certain milestone in the business, right? So I was just, reflecting a bit, contemplating on how it's taking so long for me to complete building the systems, etc., getting back in the sales side, whatever. And what I came to realize is one of the main things that's keeping me away from the last, couple of weeks even, a lot of my time has been going in other stuff, right? So I decided to make this video because what I realized is that this is what I would like to call a modified version of the shiny object syndrome, which comes once you get to a certain milestone, once you're able to make a certain level of income, right? So just wanted to give a little bit background. In the beginning, I was trying to sell SEO, trying to perfect my skills as an SEO, learning, trying to attempt to get clients. And then I was trying to do PPL, I was trying to do lead generation. And then also like around that time, I was actually trying a few other stuff too. Like, for some time I tried Amazon and a few other things and, all over the place, right? Now, once one of the things started to work out, I put all my eggs in that basket, right? I mean, it took a while to put all my eggs in that basket, which is why they had the long stretch of I think like almost 8 months before I got my first proper client. But well, once I started to get on it, it started to work out, right? That thing started to take off. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff, like I'm gonna start it's always starts like become like a hypocritical thing, right? Some of the stuff helped me. Some of the stuff that I was like deviating on ended up helping me because it was all closely related. Because like for example, PPL, right? Paper call and stuff like that. If I didn't have a period of time when I didn't fully get excited for a paper call, then I would have never gone into learning AdWords properly, and then I wouldn't be able to offer this thing where, hey, for a bigger budget, we can, bring calls from the very first month, etc. Things like that, right? So it worked out because some like that goes to show, if it's all like around the same niche, it can work out. But the point is, that's not the point of this video. The point is, currently, right now, in the last couple of weeks, especially, um, I've been like, since I have some money laying around, since I have some money that I for spare, I've been putting it in different places. Like, so all the stuff that I couldn't try from time to time, that opportunity came, I couldn't try because I'm just trying to do SEO. Now, all of a sudden, I kind of can, right? Because I can cut the learning curve and just throw some money at it. And then, as long as, the certain parameters are right, I can possibly see it flourish. But it's not working. Most of the stuff that I'm doing is not working. Now, mind you, there's a few little things. I mean, there's really like one other thing that's showing a lot of promise, and I'm gonna only introduce it once it's fully launched and everything. But it has to do with video marketing. But it's not what you think. It's not about ranking sites or anything. It's about direct traffic. But anyways, the point is, the answer what I'm starting to find out is that investing is not easy. That's my message, right? That's my message for this. We think that once we have some money coming in, once we have we're making a good amount. Let's say for most people that might be 10K a month, right? You think that, all right, fuck yeah, I can do this now that I got some money. Now I should be like, successful people shouldn't put their money just resting on their bank. They put it to use, right? In my experience, it's not that easy. Just because you have money, it's not that easy to find profitable investments out there which will not detract you from your main game, right? It's still labor intensive, if that makes sense, right? Meaning that like SEO, if you want to get into SEO, it's not investing. Like, you can, if you're a beginner, it's not, even if you had money, you wouldn't be able to make an SEO business work. I don't think so, right? You'd have to perfect at least the sales side of sales skills or the SEO skills, whatever it is. It still would be labor intensive. You'd still have to be in the trenches to find out how this shit works. And that goes more, that still applies once we have some money coming in. That shit doesn't change. And I'm finding that out, right now by actually trial and error, right? I was trying a bunch of things. Most of the shit is failing. And what I'm realizing is that I'm coming back to this, right? Like, not that I was planning to not do SEO anymore, but I'm full-heartedly seeing for myself that the most control you're gonna have. Like this goes across the board. Like there's so many revelations you could have, and this answer would come up. The most control and freedom you can have is by your own business, right? For some people, it's just like, yeah, no shit. That's why we get in this. But you can go off for many other journeys, and then this answer would come up again, and you'd have a holistic, more whole different path to the same answer, which is like, oh fuck, this was the answer all along. Like this is the shit I do. Like this is what works for me, and this is what been working. I should just push this to to fucking to a certain degree. Then before I even think about um deviating, right? I don't know what that number is, 30K a month, 50K a month, whatever it is, but it's not like what we think. It's not like you start making like 5 6K and then you're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna like triple my money now by investing in multiple different things. No man, you don't know those niches. We can't just invest in other things that we just don't know, right? So that's my little message today. Yeah.